To Millichat. My name is Joe Belil, and this is Mike Kennedy. And today we're going to talk about wheel springtime fun. And so Mike and I decided that since we've had some nice sunny days,
Yes,
and
sir.
temperatures are up there, and I'm feeling like it's springtime.
Yep, same here.
And so what we're going to do is talk about some fun activities. I've got some props I'm going to share, and we'll just have a good time here today.
No, that sounds great, Joe.
So Mike, here's the first thing. I know you're really into nature and everything.
Oh, absolutely.
So guess what this is?
Oh, let's see. I'm going to throw it out there and say that is maple syrup.
I thought you were going to say moonshine. Right, yeah, it is maple syrup. Where's the maple syrup from? Massachusetts. I hear the trees are running really well. One of my friends has a orchard and is like pumping out a lot of syrup. Good old Massachusetts grade A syrup. So that's a good sign of spring.
Oh, for sure. And another thing about the maple syrup, one of the things we'll probably be talking about throughout today is the state parks that are located throughout the state. And it just so happens the Riverbend Farm Park in Uxbridge actually has a yearly maple syrup demo. They bring you right to the trees where they tap the sap out of the trees, show how they kind of clean it out, mix it with water, mix it with water, and then boil it at very high temperatures, and it's just a really amazing amount of work.
Like a sugar house.
That's correct.
Interesting.
Yeah, we watched the whole process, and at the end of that, besides getting the great free samples, you have a better understanding why maple syrup is so expensive. The amount, I mean, these buckets this big end up yielding maybe a one of those little gift size bottles. So it's a lot of labor of love and work, but the final result, great stuff.
Excellent. And it's pretty wheelchair accessible there?
You know what the Riverbend Farm is? They actually have a great building there that's accessible. Has a lot of literature about what the Riverbend Farm was before it became the parkland that it was. But it has a little piece of the Blackstone Valley Canal. And you can do some recreational boating, canoeing, kayaking, things like that. And the water's very still, so it's not threatening at all. And
so you just mentioned boating, right?
Yes.
And last summer or springtime, I actually went out to. It was summer. I went out to Charles River in Boston.
Okay.
With a group of youth with disabilities, and we did their community boating program, which is right on the Charles River. And not being from the Boston area and trying to avoid the Boston area, it was nice to be able to actually experience it. I was able to actually drive my car onto Storer Drive, and right off of Storer Drive, they allow folks who have like placards or HPs, handicap parking, to actually park right beside the park, which is right on the river bed area.
Oh, really? So
Yeah.
it's not a far trek from your vehicle to where
Not at
the
all.
boats are?
Not at all. It's a little tricky to get there, and it's good for people to look at Google or whatever type of mapping. But it was right off Storer Drive. Was able to get very close there. Our group was there, and they're really good folks. It doesn't cost much to go on an accessible sailboat, and they have several different types of sailboats, and get to experience the Charles River. And,
Yes.
great experience, and
right.
I think you can do that. I think you can do that here, Lake Quinsigamon, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, you know what? I know they've had, through the Universal Access Program, they have had different modules. I know they've had rowing here at Lake Quinsigamon. They've had kayaking days. But I don't know if they've had these boats. But back to that community rowing, I was actually able to participate in that myself.
Oh, really?
And it was an amazing experience, and I believe I parked the same place you did. And I just know, not being from Boston and not particularly like driving in Boston, it was a miserable experience getting to that spot. But thank God for cell phones and Bluetooth, Bluetooth, so I could have my hands-free driving.
Very
Good,
important.
Good lesson to learn, everybody out there. You know, they got me to that spot, but it was an amazing experience to be out there in the Charles River and actually get to see the Boston skyline from a different angle. That I really thought was cool. Seeing the Esplanade, you remember
Right.
we were
Sure.
behind the Esplanade?
Exactly.
Yeah, it actually gave me a better opinion.
Half
of
shell.
Boston. Yeah, oh, right. That's actually what I meant. Because, you know, for the most part, I don't really like Boston. I think it's overrated and it's a real pain. But you know what? Let me tell you.
It's not like we're from Central Mass or anything, is
No,
it?
not
Come
at all.
on.
That you know, we hate the fact that people on the other side of 128 don't know we exist.